Hello, everybody. It's the coach. This is Madden 20 on EA Sports. Between our visitors and our home team. I'll see you again with scores and updates at halftime. But for now, it's my distinct pleasure to hand things over to our broadcast team. It's Brandon Godwin and Charles Davis. Gentlemen.
So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over.
Here we go. 30 base. Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Watch the screen.
They go play action here on first down. And nearly picked off. Surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away, but it does get away and it's second down. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And nearly an interception here on their opening drive. But instead, 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. He's going to let it go deep for Mitchell. That's caught inside the 20. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. A big play there. 75 yards. And the Lions are going to take. This offense ready to head back out there as they'll take over with a little over a minute to play in this first quarter. Now they try the right side here. And he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18. And that's a loss of 7 on the first down play. He'll look to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Well, it was 2nd long. Now it's 3rd and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
And got his man complete. It's a big play there for the Lions. 46 yards.
Now that one hurts defensively. They force him into 3rd and long, have the advantage, yet they give up the big play right there.
Yeah, their offense was already warming up on the sideline, ready to come out. So much for that 3-and-out. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. 10-7 our score after 1 right here on EA Sports. He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. Touchdown! A great play there. 33 yards. And the Lions. So we're in the final minute now of the first half as this offense gets ready to take over. Back to throw. He's going to let it go deep for Mitchell. And that'll be incomplete as it's knocked away. But a penalty flag is down. So who's this going to be on? Looked like some hands both ways. They got it on the offense.
And sometimes there's a fine line between being the receiver and the DB, and he knocked that one away. Might have caused an incompletion that could have been an interception.
And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. 4 yards on the pickup. It'll be 2nd down. Now a handoff looking right. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down. Well executed there on second down, so do you go back to the air on third?
Well, that's a possibility, but now you've opened up things to where you showed that you would run the ball in long-distance situation. You might come back again because I doubt they believe you'll do it a second time.
And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. Only able to get back a yard for his efforts, and that leads us to fourth down.
And, partner, I would guess that in his headset he was hearing from his coach, it's third down, don't take a sack. And in this case, he's able to avoid the pressure and get out of there.
So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. They were looking for Johnson that time, and that'll bring up second down. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up. Past the 45.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Forced out to his left. Now he'll let it go deep left sideline. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. Second down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And he's got his man. It's caught for a Lion touchdown. A big play there. 52 yards. This offense ready to get back out there as they'll have the football to start the third quarter. They're going to look to throw. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him.
Well, partner, we know they came out of the locker room down on the scoreboard, but I will guarantee you the defensive side of the ball got super emotional. They can come out and play with aggressiveness, with fury, because they don't have to be quite as precise, and it paid off for them on that play, did.
Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. 20, 10, and touchdown. A big play there. So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. A run there on first down going nowhere as he stopped right at the 25. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. Going to give this time to the tailback. And once again, not much running room, if any at all. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. That's caught inside the 20. It's a big play there for the Lions. 56 yards. That's a heck of a way to convert on 3rd and long, and he showed a lot of trust in his receiver.
And that trust was justified because he went up and got the football and converted on a down. You shouldn't. 3rd and long like that, that's supposed to be an incompletion at the least.
Different story this time around. We had that huge gain followed by a sizable loss here. 2nd and 14. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Personally, I think they've got to go somewhere else with the football. They've got to bracket it out there in double coverage. Makes it hard to fit it in time after time.
It would have had to have been an absolutely perfect pass and not good enough. Escaping the pressure right. Flush to his right. He can run for it, and he will. The escapability in evidence there is that one good for 15 and a first.
Ready. 8-3.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. So they get pushed back to the 11, and here's 2nd and goal. And he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a first down.
Defense.
So they will accept the penalty and move forward. They come out here in the I. So now up with a first and goal. And he's going to take it in for a Lion touchdown. A 3-yard touchdown. So this offense will head back out there already in excellent field position thanks to the interception. And it's complete to Mitchell. It's a gain of 10 for the Lions and a first down.
Well, it may seem a little unorthodox to some people. Got the lead, fourth quarter, yet he's still firing away. I think he believes that's the best way to go ahead and win the game.
Yeah, a lot of coaches say, let's just run the football, be conservative. He's sticking to his game plan.
No, that isn't.
And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. From 7. Both offenses have been clicking in this one. A lot of points on the board. We'll see if that trend continues. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. And he's going to get this inside the 30. First down for the Lions on a nice pickup of 18 yards. This quarterback now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's first and 10. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in. Here's second and 10 now from the 29. And he'll give it here to his running back.
Personal foul. Face mask. Defense.
They're down here in the fourth, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration. Not a good play.
This will be caught at about the 6. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. Second and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. A 6-yard touchdown run. And the Lions... So now we're in the final minute of the game in the fourth quarter as this offense gets ready to take over. Oh, and now he bowls him over. They'll get 17 that time, and the Lions have a first down. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another first and 10. The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here.
Brings up second and 11.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, and this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. From Los Angeles, so long, everybody.
Hello, everybody. I'm Jonathan Coachman, and this is Super Bowl Sunday on EA Sports. Between our visitors and our home team. With that, it's time for Super Bowl 54. And we'll send you now to Miami, standing by to call their 4th Super Bowl together. Here are Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Okay, Coach. Well, the road ends here. It has been a wild, often unpredictable 2019 season. And now it's time for the greatest spectacle in all of sports. Super Bowl 54 from Miami. You know, this town has played host to 10 Super Bowls in the past. And tonight, we write chapter number 11. And what a matchup we've got. Tonight, it's all on the line. We play for the Lombardi Trophy, as it'll be the AFC champions taking on the NFC champions. Brandon Godwin. So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. They'll try and start this drive in the air. It's caught. Mitchell. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 23 yards, the final tally. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Now they try the right side here. Wrong way, losing yardage back at the 42. He lost 6 there on the first down play. 2nd and long. Flushed out right. Now he'll pull it down. Sheds off the tackle. And he gets us to the other side of it. Field across the 45 before going out. So 3rd and 2. This quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. He's got the first down here inside the 30. And he takes it all the way down to the 22. Well, they were in search of a short gain on 3rd down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards.
60 out long.
Now a handoff working right. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
On the ready.
They'll set up the throw. Able to get away. That's complete right around the 8. And he takes it inside the 10 to the 8 before he's out of bounds.
I think a lot of people ask the same question all the time. Why do we see so many slants in the red zone? Well, the windows are tighter. Everything's more condensed. It has to be quicker, and you've got to deliver the ball on time. Your biggest worry, ball gets tipped in the air. Because if that happens, then it's fair game for the defense.
They'll set up to throw. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
When you're this close to the goal line, you've got to expect pressure from the defense, so the ball's got to come out fast. Got to get out of his hands quicker.
They'll run here on 3rd and goal. And he's not going to get anywhere close to the marker as they'll stop him well short of the yellow line. It's a 6-yard carry. It does put him just a few yards short of the goal line, but 4th down coming up. It's awfully tempting to go for this, isn't it?
It certainly is, and there's a big part of me that says, let's go ahead and do.
The offense set to take the field here as they have the football in the final minute of this first quarter. The drive starts with a completion left side, and they'll hit him for a loss as he's back to his 2-yard line. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. That pass play wound up for negative yardage, so here's 2nd and 11. 2nd and 11. He's going to let it go deep for Mitchell. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down.
Right, let's go ahead and detail this situation here. 3rd and long coming up. Back near your own goal line. I would be very happy.
He's got him in. Complete.
Let's go, baby.
They took a real chance there, throwing deep from their own end zone.
Yeah, just think about it this way. If you take that shot, which they just did, you're giving those pass rushers an extra chance to get you. Your escape hatch behind you is gone because the end line is there. Yet at the same time, they took the gamble, and boy, did it pay off.
It's a gain of 10 for the Lions and a first down. They'll look to throw. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard, leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. And he'll go down at the 28. Right back to him on first down. Slipped one tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. Moving backwards on first down, never a good thing. What does that do for the mindset on 2nd down?
Well, it changes your play call, definitely, because as a play call, you're advancing yourself thinking, okay.
He's got his man. It's caught for a Lion touchdown. With the first touchdown of this Super Bowl. So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. He's going to loft one deep left side here. That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown! A big play there. So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. And the Broncos get there and take him down. Cleveland Farrell, credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10. They'll throw now on the final play. And his throw's going to be incomplete. So it's halftime. So the halftime show of the Super Bowl abbreviated, ready to go for this. So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over.
Ready. 60 outlaw.
They'll look to throw here on first down. He's going to let it go deep for Mitchell. That's caught inside the 20. And he's able to get this way down deep into enemy territory. It's a big play there for the Lions. 57 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play. They picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
Line of scrimmage moves from their own 25 all the way to the red zone now for 1st and 10. A good response by the defense, sending them backwards after that huge gain last play. Now a handoff here to his running back. And a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. They get 15, but they still needed a little bit more. 4th down. Boy, a call like this, certainly tougher to make in a Super Bowl, but they'll go for it on 4th down. He needed a couple, but he didn't even get back to the line of scrimmage. And the Broncos will take over on down. After a good punt, this offense will start with tough field position inside the 10. They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that is caught one-handed. Oh, my, he pulled it in. And he finally goes down, but not before reaching the 21. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. A running play here on 1st down is going to go nowhere as he is tackled behind the line of scrimmage. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. 2nd and 13. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back. Complete. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3.
Defense.
So that one will be accepted.
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
So the ball's moved to about the 1 after the penalty. 1st and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. That really sets him back. A loss of 6. Now from the 7, here's 2nd and goal. Now they try the right side here. Slipped 1 tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage. The 2nd down play results in a loss of 2 yards. Under 4 to play now. Clock running. 3rd down. Looking to throw. And he can't quite pick it. No interception so far. That probably should have been their first, but at least it's 4th down.
I think that was a good job there defensively. They did allow him to drive all the way downfield, but once they got their backs to the goal line, they really turned up the pressure.
Yeah, they let him get all the way down here. Now So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Christian Wilkins. What an effort from him on that play. Big tackle for a loss of 11. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that's caught inside the 30. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the 1st down.
Great. 34's a right. He's coming. Check in.
And to give this time to the tailback. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. Now the Broncos going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. 2nd and 9 now. And he almost intercepted it. They haven't picked a ball off yet. That probably should have been their first. And it's 3rd down now. Now back to throw. Incomplete. He has had a great game defensively. He's been east-west, north-south, everywhere.
Yeah, and I love how you described that, because to be a great defender, you have to be able to move up and back, sideline to sideline, and he's been fantastic. Reminds me of a young Charles Davis when he was playing Madden.
So now we're in the final minute of the game in the 4th quarter as this offense gets ready to take over.
Ready. 50, plant.
Now a handoff working right. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. And we have free football. Overtime. Here we go, my friend.
And the way this game played out, this is exactly...
Overtime in a playoff game. Awesome setup. Remember, the rules the same as they would be in the regular season.
That's exactly right, Brandon. Remember, the receiving team, if they score a touchdown, game is over. But if they kick a field goal or don't score, the other team gets a chance to get the football. They get a possession. If they go down and score, they win the football game at that point. If both teams kick field goals, we keep playing. If a defense scores, let's say the receiving team gets the ball, doesn't score, or they throw a pick six or fumble, gets picked up, the defense scores.
Right now, we're all even. It's a tie game as we drop you back in and the offense gets set to take over.
Ready? 60 outlaw.
But he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Well, that's the big drawback to this play. Even if somehow the quarterback pitches it, he's not immune to the big hit. In this case, he kept it and absorbed it anyway.
And that's caught inside the 30. A huge play there in overtime. 55 yards. Well, in overtime, I think Coach is always wondering, where's that magic line for my kicker? They're already in field goal range after that big play.
I'm glad you brought that up because that magic line can change throughout the game. It's constantly being updated by teams. It starts with pregame. Okay, how do you feel? As the game goes on, they might ask him again, still feel that same number? Is it a different number? Right hash, left hash, what do you need? And that goes into the play calling in OT.
Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
In this situation, it's really tough to figure out how to defend because they have plenty of room to still take deep shots at the end zone as they just did there. Yet at the same time, you've got to be ready for the short throw. In this case, when you see the cue that they're going for the end zone, retreat and make sure you have a way to play forward, back towards the receiver, and have a chance to bat the ball away as they did there.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
And when that field shrinks for those safeties, under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
To the right side, it's caught by Mitchell. They do get 10 back, but still a ways to go on fourth. And on that last play there, he's over 400 yards passing now.
You know what that generally means?
Success.
That, and it means you really didn't miss opportunities. Usually very accurate. The ball's getting to the right place. Guys are making yardage after the catch to help you out that way. I mean, the whole team has picked it up. And don't forget, that means the offensive line has had to pass protect pretty well, too.
Right now, we're all even. It's a tie game as we drop you back in and the offense gets set to take over.
Ready, set. 57, Mike 57. Hey, let's go.
Now a play fake here on first down. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And this is caught at the 20. A huge play there in overtime. 57 yards. Explosion plays always break the back of a defense, and overtime to put him in the red zone, that was huge.
I like your description there because when you get an explosion play, now people are really scrambling on defense. Now they're looking to each other. Who's going to step up? Who's going to make a play? Offensive guys have the momentum. Now they're in the red zone. They've got to be thinking attack, trying to get it into the end zone.
Charles, you get into these overtime situations, that's not a bad guy to dial into.
Well, when you have to have plays, especially in a spot as you just described, we're in OT, you've got to go to the guys you can trust and you know are going to make the plays. Well, they say, it's not the X's and the O's, it's the Jimmies and the Joes.
And a minuscule the 6 to the 5. Now another timeout called for by the offense. They'll be down to just one remaining as we step aside here in overtime. And the ball smacked down on the 5-yard line. Here's second and goal. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. Now the offense will burn their third and final timeout. He'll look to throw. And it's caught! Touchdown! They win the Super Bowl! Yes, the Detroit Lions have won the Super Bowl.
Hello, everybody. I'm Jonathan.
Okay, Coach. Well, the road ends here. It has been a wild, often unpredictable 2019 season. And now it's time for the greatest spectacle in all of sports. Super Bowl 54 from Miami. You know, this town has played host to 10 Super Bowls in the past. And tonight, we write chapter number 11. And what a matchup we've got. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27. Tonight, it's all on the line. We play for the Lombardi Trophy as it'll be the AFC champions taking on the NFC champions. Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis, thrilled to be with you for this one. And CD, all eyes on the AFC champs. What a story. The Cleveland Browns, their first Super Bowl appearance ever. 0-16 just 2 seasons ago, and now 4 quarters away from a Super Bowl title.
An utterly remarkable turnaround. There's no other way to put it. Fan base, can you imagine how desperate they've been for this opportunity to come around? You have to go back to 1964 for their last title in the NFL. That's pre-Super Bowl era. They beat the Colts 27-0 in that one. Frank Ryan, Jim Brown. But these fans are tired of hearing about the past. They're tired of hearing about the All-American Football Conference, how the Browns came into the NFL and blew everyone away. They've got their team now, their time, and they want to win.
Meanwhile, the Buccaneers are back in the Super Bowl for just the second time in franchise history. I know one thing, they'd love a repeat of that first appearance.
Would they ever? That was 2003 in San Diego, and it was Super Bowl 37. They were the underdogs coming in against the Oakland Raiders, and they flogged the Raiders in that game, 48-21. You know what I remember most about that? John Gruden was the head coach of the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, but he'd previously been the head coach of the Oakland Raiders. And during practice leading up to the game, he would play scout team quarterback and tell the defense all the characteristics and mannerisms of the Raiders quarterback, Rich Gannon, and had his defense totally prepared. And boy, did they play well and won their first Super Bowl title.
Defense had a chance to get off the field here on the opening drive, couldn't do it.
I know that we go into these meetings with coaches, and sometimes maybe we can get, a little bit numb because they're always going to talk about how important third down is, aren't they? Offense and defense. In this case, one capitalized and the others